top tier girls, high quality girls. You hear those terms left and right. But what actually makes a girl top tier? Is that her status? Her fame? The fact that she's a supermodel? Of course not. The highest quality of girls you can possibly attract into your life are the low exposure girls. You know, that kind of girls with 135 followers on her Instagram, 49 following, no profile picture, a closed profile. A low exposure girl is simply a girl who has not been exposed to all the things which will corrupt her. Things that you may view as normal for a girl, such as partying, traveling, being popular on Instagram, or going on dating apps, for example, are things that add exposure. If you have ever dated a low exposure girl before, you will know. She has never been to a party island in Greece or Thailand. She has no idea what her favorite drink is. She has no idea on how to behave in a nightlife venue. She has not been taken yet to fancy dinners or given expensive gifts just for existing. She is completely innocent. When she is dating a guy, she has no idea of what she can get away with. She does not test your boundaries on purpose. She is more focused on not fucking up than she is on getting things her way, because she has yet to be exposed to other men in that way. You have to understand something. Most guys are losers who spoil women and reward them for their bad behavior. This teaches a girl how much bad behavior she can get away with if she is willing to spread her legs. Girls who travel, go to nightclub, get DM'd by a lot of dudes, and use dating apps will usually meet dudes who are used to be dating high exposure girls, who are inherently ruined. They become evil in their nature and only look to exploit the situation they are in. They do not look at it as a relationship, more like a transaction, because their ability to bond was ruined by the first or second guy they dated. The traumatizing experience of their first heartbreak is what leads women to do the things I mentioned, as well as getting obsessed by the gym or overly focused on their career, slowly becoming more masculine after their femininity was destroyed by past events. When you get to date your first low exposure girl, you will be completely blown away by her behavior and her love for you. You have never experienced something like this in your life. It is magical. Here are the 5 main reasons to date a low exposure girl. Number 1. Rather than picking fights, she looks to resolve things. She never tries to get anything out of you or expects anything else than you caring about her, which you will once you meet a girl like this. Number 2. You don't have to boss her around or ask her to do stuff for you. She will instinctively think of what you need her to do and do it for you, not to get something, just because she cares about you. Number 3. Resilience. If you temporarily break up with a low exposure girl, she will just lock herself up in her room and cry about it, while her high exposure girl will go out, get drunk and get in order to cope about the fact of losing you. Number 4, the Instagram. A high exposure girl will usually have a huge following on Instagram. She will be completely corrupted by that, always trying to appeal to her male followers from India. A low exposure girl will not care at all about all of that. She will have the lowest followers count and even lower followings, which indicates a restricted and privileged social circle. Sometimes she will not even have an avatar and even a closed profile. Those are extremely good signs. It means that she doesn't care at all about growing her Instagram. Instead of wasting her time on it, she will cultivate her femininity and do cute girl shit like cooking, painting, doing spiritual stuff. 5. A low exposure girl will always idealize you. Even if you are not special, a low exposure girl will not care about your flaws. While high exposure girls will compare you with their past experiences and expect you to perform. Some men even talk about relative body counts nowadays, which means being better than all her ex. But even if I'm better than all her ex, it won't change the fact that her ex was there before me and impacted her personality and probably completely ruined her. But there is another problem. You won't be able to find low exposure girls in places where high exposure girls go, like clubs or dating apps. Makes sense, right? You can't even DM them on Instagram. You won't be able to find them. They won't show up on your explore page. Where do we meet low exposure girls then? Cold approach is the most efficient way to find them and attract them into your life. And how do you learn to cold approach the right way and not creep out the low exposure girl when you approach them? First, you need to surround yourself with people on the same mission, who share the same ideals. It is hard to find these days, which is why I created the most vibrant community around dating. Bane's Close Friends, where top-tier dudes with high standards who are out there cold approaching can discuss about their experiences, ask my expert instructors questions, and level up in their respective cities. By joining my close friends alongside the group, you will also get access to my cold approach video course, where I break down step by step the blueprint I've used to approach hundreds of high quality girls the right way, without any layers, from the opener to getting her Instagram. You will understand how to create a strong momentum during the approach, how to make it memorable for the girl, how to get her Instagram without looking needy, when and how to do an instant date, and how to eject properly from the interaction. I have used that framework on countless of top-tier girls, and that helped me to create a momentum strong enough to land hundreds of dates. You won't find that way of doing things anywhere else. Join my close friends today and start handling that area of your life for good.
First of all, I just really appreciate what you've created, because this community was exactly what I was looking for. Because, you know, the old way that I was doing it was complete cringe, and I was like, I don't want to go back to that. Since getting back into it in the last month, like I see every other area of my life improve, you know, like I work in sales, and yeah, I've made way more money, like just instantly from like a month doing cold approach again.
Just I wanted to thank you, because the mindsets and things I took from you just balanced me out a bit, and I just understood I can get IGs or some dates by being me normal, you know, not being like high energy or super alpha or something like that. Sometimes I just feel like I'm lazy, I don't want to go out, and I just read a bit of the group and just get up, you know, get dressed and go out. So yeah, it works.
First of all, I want to start by thanking you for creating all of this. You kind of saved me, because like comparing it to the last 1 year, it blew my mind. Like I found my girlfriend, the current girlfriend that I have to cold approach, and I'm really grateful for that.